Good Tuesday morning, everybody. 4:58 a.m. 86 outside, 79 inside. They saying it's not supposed to be that hot today, but we'll see. I've a short thing I want to say before I go into the story. I decided not to order them parts. I'm gonna wait to see if I really need them. If I don't need them, if this new one that I put in is going to work out, that's fine. But that check-in tonight comes on. I'll go for there one piece at a time, I guess. So going through the whole headache, getting the whole all four, then find out that I have to return them. Okay. What my little thing I'm gonna do today, this morning. I know that I think there's not too many people out there that believe in supernatural spirits and stuff like that, but let me let on something I do. I've witnessed a lot of things, and I'll tell you some stuff that's really spooky. I recall one time I had some friends over from, I think it was Robert Hanks. That's who I had over tonight. Had bunk beds. Anyways, the day before that, we had the funeral for my nephew, my first nephew, to which never was named. On the headstone it says Baby Boy Brown. Anyways, the next night, or the next day, I had Robert Hanks spend the night, and I recall the bedroom it got ice cold. I can't remember. I think Robert says that he felt the coldness too, but. We had a little bit of light inside because the roof falls up above us towards let me get my directions here, towards the south of us, up on the hill, they had a windmill, and towards the top of the windmill, he put a street light up there and lit up this whole backyard, or around the shop area, I should say, and it also lit up our bedroom a little bit. So anyways, it got cold, and all of a sudden, it literally got pitch black. And I seen this white figure floating in the air towards me. And I recall yelling, telling him, get away, and threw the pillow, and I don't remember if Robert seen it too. Anyways, I know I did. And then there was another incident with a bunch of us. I think it was trying to get together. We, a few of us boys went across the street to the old boys camp that we set up. I'm gonna walk over here, so I gotta turn something down. A bit too loud. Anyways, we were sitting on this tree limb, and anyways, a few of us seen something literally run across in front of us. And the limb we was sitting on is a real thick tree limb. All of a sudden it cracked and we all fell and the limb broke. It's a green limb. How in the world did that do that? Walked over there to see if we can see any footprints. No sign of footprints. And so we ran with the tail between our legs. Then another night, we had another family get together. We was all outside talking, talking about ghosts and UFOs and Bigfoot, whatever. Well, right above us, north of us, up above, there was a family, last name was the Walls. They owned the property, and there's an old shack there. I mean, it's old. We've been in it many times. Anyhow, we sit there and we watch, walking from the north towards the east. It looked like a figure of a human wearing one of these old-fashioned night gowns. It's got the hat on that hangs down. The whole figure was lit up, white, and it's holding a candle holder with a candle in it. And we kept on watching it and watching it and watching it, and all of a sudden it went right into the wall of the shack, and the whole shack lit up. Then all of a sudden it went black. Oh, we all freaked out. We told our parents. Our parents didn't believe us, blah, blah, blah. And so I avoided walking close to that shack for quite a while. That really scared the Genevas out of me. Whatever Genevas is, but anyhow. So one weekend, Curly Barber, his real name is Robert Barber, but we called him Curly because his hair was so curly. I think it was Ray. He's a redhead too, I think. And his cousin, I'm not going to mention his name, but why don't mention it? His cousin Robert. We were headed to his house. He was going to hang out uptown. We happened to walk by, and for the heck of it, I stopped. And I looked in the window, and I'm not lying. I put my hand on a stack of Bibles. I saw my mom and dad's grave. And anyhow, I looked in the window, and I told Curly, I said, "Hey, look up at that window. Do you see what I see?" He looked, and he just stood there, and I froze. And I said, "You see what I see?" He goes, "Yeah, there's a skeleton hanging in the window." Well, we didn't know if it was real or whatever. So we ran down to the house, got in the house. The thought was over. Back then we didn't have 911. I thought it was real. Told the operator I needed to talk to the sheriff, the sheriff's department, Pima County Sheriff's Department, and so they hooked me up to the dispatcher, and I told the dispatcher our address, and I explained to him what's going on. I said, I don't know if it's a real skeleton or if it's a fake one, but I think they ought to go check it out. And so they came and they made entry into the house. Next thing you know, they put like a crime tape around it, and they had the God, what is it called, the morgue. Anyhow, they came down with their little station wagon, and they went inside. Next thing you know, we watched them come out with something on that gurney, and they left, and they left the tape on where they were there for a while, and they was taking pictures and stuff inside and out. And so I think 2 weeks, yeah, about 2 weeks later, I seen one of the deputies that were there, and I said, just for the heck of it, I'd like to know if that was a real skeleton or if that was a fake skeleton. And he said, well, I can't tell you too much, but I can tell you that it was a real one. Oh, I about crap my pants. And my dad, he was with me when I was talking to him. And Dad said that, and he says, we was having a get-together, and kids were outside, and they come running in, and I just didn't believe them. And so he decided, well, you better believe. And then there's time that my mom and I was coming back from Minnesota. We went up there to visit with my grandpa because he was getting to the point where he's, dying. He's still getting around, but not good. Anyways, I met a African-American guy on the bus. His name is Marvin. Anyways, he got off in Phoenix with my mom and I, and we talked. And he went to the gift shop, come back with a bunch of Army men, gave them to me. And so Dad picked us up, and, Marvin started talking to my dad. He said, I'm a prospector. He says, come down here in Arizona and see about, just for the heck of it, see if I can find some gold. And Dad said, well, why don't you come down and spend the night in our house? Have some dinner and stuff, and next morning, you take a hike, go right up there in the mountains, and, he says, there's gold out there, you just gotta find it. So we ate breakfast, Mom cooked breakfast, and then he left. Dad said where he's gonna go up there on the cooler and clean it up, get ready to put some new pads in it, so I went up there and it was out on the mountain. I stopped and Dad, I said, I'm here, Marvin, help, Demarest, help. Dad said, oh, you're not hearing that. I said, Dad, I'm serious. I hear him yelling help. So I got down. Of course, we was going to have to get down and we was going to get new pads. But he had the map to where Marvin drew on, to where he was going to go. And so, a heck of it. Went up there, and sure enough, at the end of the road, here's old Marvin. He's got a stick, and he's hitting towards the bush, and Dad says, what's going on? He says, there's a rattlesnake there, and I can't move. He's too close to me. So my dad reached out underneath the seat, and he got his gun. He had usually had a pistol in the car or things like that. And he shot the snake. About 8 foot, I think it was. Anyways, Marvin said, I ain't going any further. He said, I'm going back home. So loaded him up in the car. We took him to the bus depot in Phoenix. Stopped to say hi to Grandma. And on our way back, we of course stopped at Jack in the Box, got us something to eat. And we stopped at the place that got the cooler pads. So anyways, that's been pretty much my experience, and there's a lot more I can tell you, plenty more. But like I always say, I gotta cut these short to where I can put them on YouTube. So anyways, hey, everybody, you have a fantastic day. Be safe, be cool. God bless you.